got to make a little bit of improvement. I did think we played better last night than we did against SAC for a lot of different areas. We just got to keep getting people involved, keep getting Dwight the ball a little bit better, understanding how to do that, run a little bit more, not run, but a little bit better pace and rhythm to the game. We discovered some things with Antoine and maybe the forward and spread the floor, and level up, and the bench played well last night. So there's some positive signs, but still a long way to go.
How do you want to do that if Antoine's going to play more with Dwight? Do you want Hill to play more with Gasol, or are you still kind of figuring that out and tinkering with it?
Yeah, I'll take it for a while, and then obviously I'm going to play a little bit, and as we go forward, guys play better or better combo. Sometimes it's not you as an individual, it's just the team and what we need at the time, and that's how we try to win. If I don't play somebody in one game, it might be that's how they're going to win. That many guys are extremely hot. It's not well, I don't like it anymore. So we'll keep tinkering a little bit, and also, hey, I can make a mistake, and we're playing the wrong guys. So I've got to learn the team a little bit better. They've got to learn the system, and then we'll just see how it goes.
Why can't this team win on the road? 0-4 so far. I know we're here for the majority of it.
We're not playing good enough defense. We're letting guys go on runs, and we're always trying to come back. Then everything's got to go together. All your guys have to go the right calls, and you're giving the home team, instead of putting it away, you give them a chance to win. It's tough to win anytime on the road in the NBA, but you can. You win it off with defense and the intensity that you bring to the game. We've been lacking a little bit there. I thought we had a little, probably when we change coaches, we get that little jolt and a little buzz, and everything feels good, but then you fall back into your pattern that you had before. We got to change it.
Dallas is probably playing better than some expected without Dirk. What do you think that they're doing well, just from what you've seen on the tape?
Well, Rick Connell is a great guy. He's a great coach. It starts there, but O.J. Mayo is on fire. Threes especially. The whole team is threes. And that's a big difference. They open the floor up. You got to be extremely attentive with them on their three-point shooting, and they're coming at you. They're competing, and like I say, Rick does a good job of spreading the floor, and it makes it tough.
After the game last night, Powell was definitely on our shoulder, so your decision was set before. But
you guys explain what that means.
Well, he said that it's your decision, your respects. But as far as his hopes to look for opportunities more inside, is that something that's doing?
Well, we got to figure out how to get him more involved, but not just him, how to get Dwight more involved. And we can't have our big guys just shooting 4, 5, 6 times. Powell's a great guy. I don't try to disrespect him. I just, the way the game was going, and Antoine was on fire, and we were spreading the floor, and hopefully that was helping Dwight a little bit or whatever. I decided right at the end just to keep going with what I have. We got it down to about 6 points, about 3 minutes to go, and you make a quick decision. And like I said, it has nothing to do with Powell. I don't think he was, played extremely well, obviously, but that doesn't. I'm not. Powell's a great player, and he always will be a great player. So we'll keep tinkering and working, and a lot of this stuff too, guys. When the Steves come back, especially Nash, it's got to change. And I don't want to just start. I don't want to do this too much to Powell. Start throwing things around where with Steve there, it's not. I've got a different look at it. So we're gonna hope he gets back as soon as he can, and not rush him, but try to tread water and try to get some wins, and then see what we got with Steve.
You've never had big guys like those two guys, right?
I don't think anybody's ever had big guys like that. I'm not the only one.
Do you have to adjust your system at all to the way they play with the back to the basket at all? Or?
Well, I will, but I still think the system that we run will be even more beneficial to them, whether back to the basket or not. We'll get them in that position, but you might know I just don't like a traditional. I'm gonna run down, I'm gonna post up, and then we're gonna beat each other half to death, and then make a decision. We're gonna move the ball, and we're gonna pick and roll, and we're gonna dive, and the ball should find energy, and a lot of that energy the bigs have got to supply. And if they do, they'll get it. And I told the guys, if they're not averaging a certain number of points, then yeah, we're gonna look at the tape and figure out why the heck they're not, because they're that good. They should.
You mentioned pushing the pace earlier. Is controlling the tempo a key for you guys tonight?
Well, I don't believe too much in controlling the tempo. We control what we do. I don't care what they do. They can push it, they can walk it up, they can kick it up. They do what they do. We'll play our defense, but as soon as that either rebound or the ball is made or goes out of bounds, then we're going to come back at you with our tempo. And whether they want to run with us or not, I've never seen the difference, to be honest with you. We just need to keep our rhythm on offense at a certain level.
When you first got here, did you think about starting Chris Duhon just because he was familiar?
Start who?
Starting Duhon instead of Darius because he was familiar with the system?
You know, I'm sure we talked about it, but Darius was starting and he's played well. And you know, he's a young talent, so we want to develop it as much as we can. And the more experience we get there, the better. So I think, you know, could we? Yeah, we could. But a lot of it depends on how you finish the game anyway. It's not going to start.
Was it something like he'd been starting, so could just make a switch then, it might hurt his confidence?
Maybe you have to talk to him. He's probably a tough kid. I don't know. He's young, so he would accept it. And I hope every player accepts what we think's best. I just always best keep him there.
Mike, what's the balance in how much you want Kobe to run pick and rolls and have the ball and kind of use the energy that it takes to do that now?
Well, that's why the change of season actually comes back, and that's why I don't want to be too rash in changing things. And you know, right now Kobe's by far our best pick and roll guy. So obviously we want to win, we want to be productive, and we have to use him to do that. I think it'll be great when we get the other couple of teams in there that we can share it and the ball will be spread a little bit. So it'll change up.
Just in theory, is it wear on guys or even somebody like